Hello everybody, Jack and Andrew here with some breaking news. News that's been broken by both Fightful and Wrestle Talk in conjunction, and they have learned something very interesting indeed, Andrew. We're going to, I guess, just read everything we know so far, and then give our own opinions maybe, have a little chat about it. But this is... Wrestle Talk and Fightful have learned that AEW CEO Tony Khan had a private meeting with Shane McMahon this week. They report that the meeting took place at an office at a private Arlington airport in Texas on Monday, July 29th, 2024 during the afternoon.
Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful has confirmed with sources that the meeting did take place, with Khan and McMahon discussing possibilities moving forward.
Now, Sean Ross Sapp has also noted that Tony Khan has been open in the past about wanting to talk to McMahon for a while, but it's believed that they'd never met or even spoken before the rumours about Shane possibly joining AEW emerged recently, rumours which now look a lot more concrete.
Yeah, I think about a month ago or so we had heard that that Mercedes Moné and Shane McMahon were on the same flight at one point, and there were talks of AEW within that conversation, but apparently nothing between Tony Khan and Shane and Mac at that specific moment in time.
That's all changed now. Tony Khan is said to have been very open to quote-unquote using Shane McMahon for several weeks now, and has also made it clear that he was open to the idea of talking to Shane when people have brought up the topic to him backstage. Those that Fightful spoke to on Tuesday had not been briefed on a meeting.
Publicly, Tony Khan commented in a recent interview on the Maggie and Perloff show that McMahon was welcome to stop by at any time, and he seems like a really nice guy. Khan also told Sports Illustrated that he has a lot of respect for McMahon as an executive, and a professional wrestler, and he's always welcome in AEW.
Shane's obviously been absent from WWE, points out this report from Fightful and Wrestle Talk. He's been absent from WWE since that WrestleMania 39 appearance in 2023, where it was a bit of a disaster. He had that impromptu match against The Miz, was like running the ropes, or tore his quad, and Miz and Snoop Dogg had to improvise.
Oh, they sure did.
Yeah, it ended with Snoop Dogg pinning The Miz because Shane couldn't, and it was all kind of cold in the ring. Credit to the referee as well in that situation, but unfortunately did make Shane into a bit of a laughing stock. It didn't go down very well. Fightful reported in June 2024 that Shane was under no kind of contract with WWE as of the story being released about the possible meetings between him and Tony Khan. WWE confirmed that to Fightful in an official capacity. So Shane has no ties to WWE now, and Fightful and Wrestle Talk go on to say that they'll keep us posted with any further updates on discussions between the two and AEW as they emerge. Ooh. Right now then, what do you think?
It's crazy to even think that a McMahon could possibly go over to AEW. Yeah. Which is obviously, perhaps to maybe the family of the McMahon seen as the enemy, the competition and everything like that. And the idea that could happen is crazy. And part of me in my mind wants to see that happen as a wrestling fan through pure curiosity.
Right, there's a morbid curiosity.
There's always the curiosity there of wanting to see this. I didn't necessarily think about... Because when we were speaking just before coming in here, you were like, I'm a little bit doubtful of what could happen. I'm not sure if this is a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a good idea.
For me, I am not too... obviously, Shane has been part of the WWE machine. He's been one of the cogs in that machine. He's worn many different hats whilst being in WWE as well. And that could be beneficial for AEW in some manner, in some sense. I would think maybe if he stays away from the TV stuff, but I think if he was to join AEW, that's probably not likely. I feel like he would be on television
on screen,
because you would want that. I think for people to tune in, to watch, to be like, oh my God, what's happening anyway? But he could also be a very beneficial person, perhaps behind the scenes, disregarding that Royal Rumble where he booked himself really strong.
That's what I was going to say. Those stories emerged, didn't they, in the aftermath of the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble match, which apparently saw Shane trying to kind of disrupt the agreed order of things backstage, make it more about himself. Just Shane's latter run in WWE, where he won the Best in the World tournament in Saudi Arabia, and the change in Shane over the years from this cowardly heel manager, which he was very good at. He was so fast at running away, running in the ring, hitting a chair shot occasionally, getting his comeuppance like any good heel manager or heel authority figure. He was great at that. And then something happened where he decided, no, I'm now a serious MMA man.
Yep.
He had a surprisingly good match with AJ Styles at WrestleMania 37.
Yes.
But from then on, I don't know how much of what Shane did was legitimately beneficial to WWE's product. It was a weird time. It was a weird time, and I just worry that on the surface, just in terms of headlines, people could make the valid argument that this looks like a major coup for Tony Khan.
Yeah, of course.
He's got a McMahon. He's got Shane. Oh, that's a major, thumb in the eye of WWE. What's going to happen? When you dig down into it a bit more, that's when I start to worry about the actual benefits of this. What is Shane going to be like backstage? Is he going to try and have influence? What sort of disruptions could this cause backstage? And also, even though Shane has nothing to do with the allegations against his father,
yes,
it's still the McMahon name, and WWE have been very kind of determined to kind of separate the McMahon name from their own product. And this is something that I think would just even help WWE do that further.
Yeah.
Whereas you're associating the McMahon name now with AEW. And I just don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. Not that Shane has anything to do with what Vince is alleged to have done, but it's that there's still that intrinsic family connection, isn't there?
Yeah, of course, and especially I guess as well, AEW have also taken shots at the McMahon name, obviously more specifically towards Vince McMahon as well. But again, just like you said, there might be people there that think, oh, this is a bit weird after you've done this, and this. But yeah, I guess it is more morbid curiosity, at least for me. I do understand where you're coming from when you say what really realistically would be the beneficials for AEW in this scenario.
Yeah.
Maybe it is less of he's in the ring. He is just more of an on-screen presence. Yeah. Maybe something in terms of I could see him fitting somewhere in with the Elite at the moment with how things are going.
Yeah, I don't know where he fits in. And we've said this even before Shane McMahon. Tony Khan has made several big ex-WWE signings.
Yes.
And it's been a question of how do they all fit in? And when they do, who of the AEW regulars gets pushed aside as a result?
Yeah.
And I think Shane would be another step in that direction. Like, oh no, this is changing the kind of the original message of the company.
Yeah.
It'll get attention.
Exactly.
Pop a rating.
Yeah,
of course it will.
Yeah.
I'll be tuning in for certain.
Absolutely.
But I just don't know in the long run how beneficial this could be. And this is pure speculation on my part. I don't know if many within WWE will be too stressed about this. I don't know, but that's just my initial gut reaction. I like though that you've brought a slightly more positive slant because
you've got to balance it.
You've got to balance it.
You know what I mean?
I am very curious to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly cautious.
and rightly so, I feel like though as well, from what we have heard and what we've seen in the past, I think there is like more, you're allowed to have that sort of feeling about it as well, because
I don't want to see Shane McMahon piecing up Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. Bang!
That's the Wembley match.
Yeah, whereas if they use him in an ironic sort of Young Bucksy sort of way, there is possible entertainment to be had in the right way. I just don't know how, even if it was good or funny for a short amount of time, I don't know what the long-term benefits really would be. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure.
If they do reach an agreement.
Yes, of course.
Because we're talking here as if it's already agreed. Of course it's not, but this is a very substantial leap forward in the ongoing rumours, which are no longer rumours.
No.
This has been confirmed by Wrestle Talk and Fightful, and it's a major talking point. Let us know what you think of this in that comment section down below. Please try to be nice to each other down there. Oh, please. Oh, and we'll have you updated with everything that comes out in the future about this story at cultaholic.com and on this very YouTube channel as well. I've been Jack. This has been Andrew. Thank you for joining me, Andrew.
Thank you for having me, Jack.
Thank you for editing this video, Owen. And
yes.
Is he editing this video?
Yeah.
I thought he was. He was in the room before setting us up.
He is. Don't worry.
Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you very soon.